Hi everyone, this is Takog bringing you the fifth set of this Sandsman Khan versus WeMade FOX set of the round of the Shinhan Winners League. This game is between Stork and Mind on the map Andromeda. The map Andromeda is slightly Protoss favoured. It is a 4-player map. There are a plethora of expansions, as well as a very open middle ground that allows you to get some flanks on the Terran's tanks. If last game is anything to go by, I think I'm going to have to put the advantage with Stork. He really played well last game. He just out-expanded the Terran, and the Terran wasn't able to get a contain. It looks like Mind is in the top right and Stork is in the bottom left. I think last game what really mattered was that Nada wasn't able to really hurt Stork at all. He wasn't able to hurt his economy. Sure, he took out a few Dragoons and Zealots and Shuttles and Reavers, but there was nothing that really hampered Stork's economy. Whereas Stork hit Nada's natural twice, and although he did lose a lot of units, he also inflicted a lot of damage and made Nada both lose units and lose economy, which was really the crucial thing. Stork also really expanded just throughout the entire map, which I think he might do again this round. He just played a really economic, macro-intensive game, and it just really paid off. Nothing interesting happening yet. Both players sort of just spamming actions. This map is Andromeda, as I said before. Mind putting his barracks down now. I don't think he'll be able to get a very good block. I'm not entirely sure. Neither player has sent out their scouting probe or SCV yet. Mind also getting his gas now. So looking for a quick factory, I think. Stork is leaving his gas a little bit late, instead going for an expand at his mineral only, which is on his ramp. That's an aspect of the map Andromeda. It leads for sometimes some lengthy economic type games, because you have that min-only expansion that you can quite easily take, as well as your natural. And there are also lots of other expansions that are easy to hold, such as at the 12 and 6 o'clock expansion. There is an island mineral and gas that you can take and quite comfortably defend from air with cannons and missile turrets. Mind's factory is going down now, so it's at the bottom of his base. I think I couldn't quite see it, or rather in between his min only and his main. Just doing a good job trying to keep that keep that probe out. He would prefer to keep his tech as secret as possible. Stork is putting up a cybernetics core and another gateway right now. His nexus has also gone up, and he's just transferring some probes. Both players, I think, scouted correctly. I'm not entirely sure. Getting his probe, trying to sneak his probe in again. He looks like he will. No, he won't, and that probe will get sniped by that marine, or not. Meanwhile, Mind's SCV has gotten in that Zealot coming out now to chase it. Mind does have that scouting advantage. He knows what's going on, and it looks like he's going to float out a command center to his natural. So it looks like we're going to see a very economic type game, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, because it can lead to some really large, intense battles with lots of different units being used. But it also can drag on a bit, like last games did, which isn't, I suppose, it's not really a bad thing, but some poor micro by Stork. He really could have taken out that that SCV with that Dragoon when it came out, but I think it was rally pointed somewhere else. Those Dragoons aren't range upgraded yet. I didn't see it. I didn't get a look at the core, but I imagine that's what it would be building. And a tank out now for Mind. So quite a quick tank. It's only the one, and that core does look to be upgrading Dragoon range, as well as Stork is also getting a robotics facility. So he might be going for a Reaver drop like we saw him do last game. Not entirely successfully. I would say I think that was the weak aspect of his game. He did lose a few shuttles and a few Reavers. Definitely not able to keep his shuttle alive like Bisu can, which is just incredible. In a Bisu Savior game, Savior had about 11 Scourge and couldn't land a hit on that shuttle. It was quite an intense game. So Mind's command center sees his second command center's down. Nada has so Mind now has 2 gas, and Nada only has his mineral, as far as I can tell. And Mind is also building another command center at his min only. So he is taking an economic advantage at the moment. An observatory going up, and Stork has put his natural down now. So that will benefit Mind a little bit. He has really good saturation at that natural. Although I think that Stork taking his min only is able to sort of offset that a little bit. Stork has his observatory out now. He's just making a wall of Dragoons just to sort of protect his base. Both players are very concentrating very hard. Missile turrets going up around Mind's base. Just checking those 2 neutral power generators lead onto a little platform that players often like to land a large amount of forces with shuttles and overlords and dropships, and then attack those two neutral power generators, and they're able to waltz right into the base and using a backdoor, as it were. Mind's Academy going down now, as well as an armory. And Stork's Nexus just coming online now. He has an observer out. He's getting another 2 gateways. I think, Mind just blocking off his natural. I'm not entirely sure this is a wise move. He would have watched the game that Stork played. Stork played against Nada last game, and Nada kind of turtled, and this is. I've almost got deja vu, because Stork is just expanding, and taking all the expansions, and in the end he'll end up with 20 gateways like he did last time, and just eventually just roll over Mind. So I think Mind should probably be a bit more aggressive. But I'm not a pro gamer, so I don't suppose it's really it's not for me to say. I suppose I just commentate on what I see. He's getting a lot of factories, so maybe he can sort of telepathically hear me from the future. So he is getting a lot more factories, 2 with machine shops. He is getting a starport. So I imagine we will see a drop of some kind. Templar Archives going up for Stork now, and as well as that 9 o'clock expansion. That observer is just sort of hanging out at Mind's natural choke, just out of the range of the missile turrets. The probe transfer now. Mind is is getting a control tower for his starport, so he will be going